Your Ford may look perfectly healthy from the outside, but one small leak near the axle can turn into a repair bill that nobody wants to pay. And the surprising part is this: many axle seal leaks do not start because the truck is old, abused, or badly built. They often start because of simple parking habits that drivers repeat every single day without thinking. You park at work, you park at home, you park at the store, you squeeze into tight spaces, you stop on slopes, you bump parking blocks, and every time you do it the wrong way, tiny stress goes into the axle seals, CV joints, bearings, differential, and drivetrain. At first, nothing looks wrong. There is no warning light, no loud bang, and no immediate failure. But over months and years, the rubber seal lip hardens, stretches, deforms, or cracks. Then gear oil starts escaping. Once differential fluid gets low, the damage can move from a cheap seal to expensive bearings, axle shafts, pinion seals, or even the differential itself. So before you blame Ford, before you blame mileage, and before you blame the mechanic, look at how the truck is being parked. In this video, we are going through 7 Ford parking habits that quietly destroy axle seals, and number 1 is something many drivers do almost every time they park. Mistake number 7 is turning the steering wheel hard while the truck is sitting still. This is called dry steering, and it is one of the fastest ways to put unnecessary stress into the front drivetrain. When your Ford is stopped on dry pavement and you crank the steering wheel all the way left or right, the front tires are not rolling. They are dragging against the ground. That resistance does not disappear. It travels through the steering system, the wheel hubs, the CV axles, the CV joints, and the seals where the axle shafts enter the differential, transmission, or transfer case. On 4-wheel drive Ford trucks and SUVs, that stress is even more serious because the front axle components are built to move under load, not to be twisted hard from a dead stop. The rubber boots and seals are designed to flex while the wheels are rotating smoothly. They are not designed to sit at a maximum angle while the tires fight dry concrete. One hard turn will not destroy the truck, but doing it every day in a garage, driveway, or tight parking space slowly creates micro damage. The better habit costs nothing. Let the truck creep forward or backward before you turn the wheel. Even a slow roll at idle speed lets the tires move instead of scrub. That small movement reduces stress on the CV joints, keeps grease moving properly inside the joint, and helps the seals stay centered around the shaft. If you hear the tires squeal or scrub while the vehicle is stopped, that is mechanical stress you could avoid. The rule is simple: move first, then steer. Do not force full lock from a dead stop unless there is no other choice. Mistake number 6 is parking in deep puddles or standing water right after a long drive. This one surprises many owners because the damage is hidden. After highway driving, the differential, axle housing, gears, bearings, and fluid can be very hot. Then you pull into a wet parking lot, stop with the axle sitting in cold water, and the metal cools quickly. When the air inside the housing cools, it contracts. That pressure change can pull outside air and moisture toward the seals and breather system. Axle seals are made to keep oil inside, but they are not perfect shields against repeated moisture, heat cycles, and pressure changes. Water contamination is terrible for differential fluid. Gear oil is supposed to protect metal surfaces under heavy load, but water breaks down that protection. It can settle inside the housing, create corrosion on bearing surfaces, and make the fluid look cloudy or milky. By the time a driver notices a wet spot near the wheel, the seal may not be the only problem anymore. The bearing surface may already be damaged, and a new seal will not last long if the axle shaft or bearing is no longer running smooth. This is why parking in water after a hot drive is not harmless. If you can choose a dry spot, choose it. If the only available area is wet, try to let the vehicle cool with a few minutes of slow driving before parking. Avoid letting the rear axle sit in deep water for long periods. A puddle might look harmless from the driver's seat, but underneath the truck it can start a cycle of moisture, corrosion, hardened rubber, and leaking fluid. Mistake number 5 is shifting into park before the vehicle is fully stopped. A lot of drivers do this without even realizing it. They roll into a space at 2 or 3 miles per hour, grab the shifter, and throw it into park before before the wheels have completely stopped. That clunk you hear is not just a normal parking sound. It is a mechanical shock. The park mechanism inside the transmission is designed to hold a stopped vehicle. It is not designed to catch a rolling truck. When park engages too early, that sudden lock sends force backward through the output shaft, the drive shaft, the differential gears, and the axle shafts. The seals feel that shock as the shafts move and load suddenly. One mistake may not show up immediately, but repeated rough shifts can distort the seal lip and weaken its ability to hold fluid evenly. On rear-wheel drive and four-wheel drive Ford trucks, the pinion seal can also suffer because it sits where the drive shaft connects to the differential. A hard stop through the driveline can push and stress that area over time. Come to a complete stop first, keep your foot firmly on the brake, then shift into park. After that, set the parking brake. Then release the foot brake slowly. If the truck jumps, rocks hard, or clunks after you release the brake, your parking sequence is putting load in the wrong place. Smooth parking protects the transmission, the drive shaft, the differential, and the seals. It also makes the vehicle feel more controlled and professional every time you stop. Mistake number 4 is depending only on park instead of using the parking brake. This is one of the biggest habits that damages vehicles slowly because many drivers think the parking brake is only for steep hills. That is wrong. The parking brake is there to hold the vehicle through the brake system so the drivetrain does not have to carry the weight. When you park on a slope and do not set the parking brake, the weight of the truck rests against the transmission park pawl and the driveline. That load travels through the output shaft, drive shaft, differential, axle shafts, and seals. Axle seals are made to seal a rotating shaft. They're not meant to be pressed unevenly in one direction for hours while the truck sits on a grade. Over time, rubber can take a set. One side of the seal gets compressed, the other side stretches, and eventually the seal no longer touches the axle shaft evenly. That is when fluid begins to seep past one side. You may see oily dust near the backing plate, a damp area around the axle tube, or small drops on the driveway. The sad part is that the damage could have been prevented by using the parking brake every time. The correct habit is foot brake first, then parking brake, then shift into park, then release the brake slowly. On a hill, this lets the brakes hold the vehicle weight instead of the transmission and differential. Even on flat ground, using the parking brake builds the habit so you do not forget when it actually matters. If your Ford feels like it is hanging on park, or it lurches when you move the shifter out of park, that is a sign the drivetrain was carrying the load. Do not make your transmission and axle seals do the job that the parking brake was built to do. Mistake number 3 is using curbs and parking blocks as your stopping point. Many drivers pull into a space until the front tire hits the concrete block, then they stop and think they parked perfectly. Some drivers even bump it harder to make sure they are all the way in. That impact may feel small inside the cabin, but it travels through the tire, wheel, hub, bearing, control arm, axle shaft, and seal area. On modern Ford trucks and SUVs with independent front suspension, the front axle and CV components are directly affected by repeated curb impacts. On the rear axle, a hard bump can also travel through the axle housing and bearings. The bigger danger is bearing play. When a bearing takes repeated side impacts, it can develop tiny movement. Once the axle shaft does not rotate perfectly straight, the seal lip gets rubbed unevenly every time you drive. That wobble can destroy a new seal quickly, which is why some people replace a leaking seal and the leak comes back months later. The seal was not the only failed part. The bearing behind it was also worn. The right way to park is to use your eyes, mirrors, backup camera, and parking sensors. Stop before the tire touches the parking block. Leave a few inches of space. Your bumper does not need to touch the curb, and your tire does not need to slam concrete to prove the truck is parked. Smooth parking protects wheel bearings, suspension parts, CV axles, and axle seals. Mistake number 2 is cranking the wheels back and forth while stuck in snow, ice, mud, or sand. This happens because drivers panic. The truck gets stuck, the tires spin, and the driver starts turning left-right, while pressing the throttle harder. It feels like action, but mechanically it is abuse. When a tire spins freely and suddenly catches traction, a sharp torque spike goes through the axle shaft. If the wheels are turned hard at the same time, the CV joints are already at a difficult angle. Now add throttle, wheel spin, sudden grip, and steering angle together, and the seals are hit with repeated shock. On four-wheel drive models, both front and rear drivetrains can be under load at the same time. If a locking differential is engaged and the wheels are turned sharply, mistake number one is parking with the front wheels turned sharply and leaving them that way for hours. This is probably the most common habit on the list. Drivers finish parking, shut the engine off, and leave the steering wheel exactly where it was. In a parking lot, driveway, garage, or parallel parking space, the front wheels may stay turned all day or all night. That means the CV joints remain bent, the boots remain stretched on one side, and the axle shaft stays off its most relaxed position. Inside the joint, grease settles instead of being spread evenly through rotation. The stretched area of the boot slowly weakens. Over time, cracks can form. Once a CV boot cracks, grease escapes and dirt enters. Then the joint wears faster, the axle shaft can develop play, and that play reaches the inner seal. The seal tries to hold fluid around a shaft that is no longer perfectly centered, and eventually a leak begins. This is why a simple parking position can become a front axle seal problem. City drivers who parallel park every day repeat this stress constantly. Driveway parking can do the same thing if the driver always swings in and leaves the wheels turned. The fix is almost too easy. Before you shut off the engine, straighten the steering wheel. Put the front wheels in a neutral position. When the wheels are straight, the CV joints rest naturally, the boots are not stretched, and the seal pressure stays even around the axle shaft. The only major exception is hill parking safety, where turning the wheels toward the curb may be required to prevent the vehicle from rolling into traffic. But in normal garages, lots, and driveways, straight wheels are the better habit. Now here is the full takeaway. Do not dry steer from a dead stop. Let the truck roll slightly before turning. Avoid parking in deep water after a long hot drive. Stop completely before shifting into park. Use the parking brake every time, especially on slopes. Do not use curbs and concrete parking blocks as brakes. These changes cost nothing. They do not require tools, parts, or a visit to the dealer. But ignoring them can turn a small axle seal leak into low differential fluid, damaged bearings, worn CV joints, pinion seal problems, and repair bills that can climb from a few $100s to well over $1,000.